All right, so I know you guys understand that most of my content is AI generated. The thoughts and opinions that I put into ChatGPT to generate scripts, it's all ChatGPT that's making these. So all I do is respond to what ChatGPT gives me, and that's where I insert my personal stories, my views, and things to that effect. But this right here frightened the hell out of me. I took a CNN story that starts out with the simple title: Trump escalates attacks against Smithsonian Museum, says there's too much focus on how bad slavery was. Well, we all know that slavery never ended, right? We all know that it's still alive and well with us today, with the meager wages, the long work days, the having one person do the job of five people at every job that you go to. And then I did what I always do. I took this article and I started scrolling through it, started copying it. I copied it and I copied it and I copied it and I copied it. And then after I was done copying all that, I did what I normally do. I cut over here into ChatGPT and I took that same script and I put as much of it as I could into here. And this is normally where I'd ask it to create a title, and then I would use my own ChatGPT prompts in order to generate the script, from which I generate my three talking points, and I create a an introduction and an outro. And after that, I create the description and then hashtags. But this is what I found the most disturbing today. This is what it said about this article. This is what it had to say about this. Look at this. This is not a real, this is not real. It's fabricated or satirical piece, not an actual news event. What? There's been no announcement from Donald Trump that the Smithsonian institution or the White House, current or past, about a sweeping review of Smithsonian. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time saying that word. Smithsonian museum tied to woke narratives or slavery exhibits. He says it wasn't that bad. And the focus is only focusing on the bad. If you come up here where he's talking about this, President Donald Trump escalated his campaign to purge cultural institutions of materials that conflict with his political directives on Tuesday, alleging museums were too focused on highlighting negative aspects of American history, including how bad slavery was. And yet, here we are. The Smithsonian is an independent trust instrumental of the U.S. Oh, God, I cannot read today for some reason. I think I'm so sick, it's affecting every aspect of my ability to talk today. All right, so yeah, I'm not sick. The Smithsonian is an independent trust, instrumentally instrumentality of the U.S. government, not directly controlled by the president. While Congress provides funding, the president cannot unilaterally order curate tool reviews or dictate museum content. Phrases like how bad slavery was and directives to get the woke out of the Smithsonian reflects satirical exaggerations, not the formal language of federal cultural policy. No credible reporting. I mean, so is it saying that CNN is not a credible news source? Literally taking the president's own words? I can't believe this. I mean, literally, I took this article from here. You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to cut and paste it, the article, right into it. So let's do that right now. Let's cut and paste the article. So I'm going to take this And I'm going to take this and then I'm going to move it over here. Then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to highlight this whole thing. I'm going to cut and paste this. And then I am going to save that to the desktop. Save. And then I am going to go in here. I am going to add a photo of the article. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT, why are you saying this is fake news? All right. Oh, good catch. Let me clarify. When you first pasted the long text before showing me the screenshots, it looked like a satirical or fabricated piece because the language was extreme. How bad slavery was, get the woke out. And there wasn't yet confirmation from any credible news source. I wanted to be cautious since I can't assume something that sounds exaggerated is automatically real. But once you showed me the screenshot, I checked to reliable outlets and found that this story is actually being reported by Reuters, Axios, WTOP, Al Jazeera, and others as of today, August 19th. It is not fake, it is real breaking news. So the correct picture is Trump did post about the Smithsonian on Truth Social. The White House is running a formal review of Smithsonian Museum, demanding changes to exhibits they see as divisive. Multiple mainstream outlets have confirmed and published on it. My mistake was calling it fiction before I verified it. Now that I've checked, I can say confidently that this is real news. Would you like me to break down how different major outlets are framing this? We caught ChatGPT red-handed and giving it a pass as fake news. Now, as a person who uses ChatGPT for nearly everything that I post on my channel, this frightened the hell out of me. Why? Because it automatically assumed that something that it's probably programmed in to have a bias now. Because this isn't a one-off thing. I've caught ChatGPT lying on many occasions. The last time I caught it was when it continues to say that there's no such thing as GPT 5.0 or 5. It insists that only ChatGPT 4 exists, even though it's right on their website. And I had to do the exact same thing the last time I caught it doing misinformation. I don't know if it's the programming. I don't know if there's an inherent bias within the programmers, or even if it goes so high as all the way up to the top where the people who work at ChatGPT are being told to flag what they consider to be anything that they don't want people to hear. And that's why my channel is so important, because I'm not going to let them just say, hey, everything's fine, everything's good. It's not that simple. It's not that easy to just say, oh, the economy's great. And I've blocked a few people this week who come onto my channel and said, oh, the economy's fine. You're just angry. You're a loser because you don't make any money. And I'm just like, you know what? Do I really need to hear this from these right-wing Republicans about how great everything is? I can walk from my house straight towards a homeless person in any direction that I want to go. If that's a booming economy that only serves the 1%, what about everyone else that's living paycheck to paycheck with no way out? And with this administration saying blatant lies about how great the administration is doing at dealing with inflation, wage stagnation, and rents that keep rising, while the cost of food keeps rising, and the quality of everything we have is extremely low. I showed you guys my apartment this weekend because I wanted you to see how run down a $2,000 a month apartment can be. because this place isn't worth what they're asking for. And neither is this job economy or this economy in general. People are working too hard to have nothing. And I know I'm going to get this comment again, but you're expected to own nothing and be happy. All right, guys, I got to edit this one a little bit because I wasn't expecting to do it like this, but it turned out this way.